Hi, my name is Anand. I'm a certified ethical hacker. In this presentation, I will be giving a small briefing on social engineering. So, in this social engineering, how to hack Facebook account, which will be very interesting, and you should also know about how to take precautions. First of all, that this is meant for only educational purpose. Okay, let me move ahead with short understanding on social engineering. So, what is social engineering? Social engineering is the art of convincing people to reveal confidential information. Remember this, this is more important. Social engineering depends on the fact that people are unaware of their valuable information and are careless about protecting it. This is what which happens, especially in the production environment. An insider is any employee. So employees are called as an associates. Of course, the people who are working along for a company are also called as affiliates. Both of them are internal. So a trusted person having access to critical assets of an organization. An insider attacks involves using privileged access to intentionally violate rules or cause threat to organizational information or information systems in any form. So here, why these people generally do is because of it may be a disgruntled employee, a terminated employee, a third party, untrained staff, etc. The reason can be anything why they do. It can be a financial gain, revenge, or become a future competitor or perform competitors' bidding. This is generally which happens to get a monetary gain. And let me move ahead with the types of social engineering. So there are three types basically of social engineering. The first one is categorized as human based. Here no technology is used. See, like impersonation means people will act as if they are the real people. So wishing, shoulder surfing. Shoulder surfing is another attack. People stand behind you, they watch what is your activities. Or it can be even an outsider also. Most of the times we watch generally people watching your ATM pin numbers, etc. This is nothing but shoulder surfing. And also while you are typing your Gmail password or Facebook password or whatever it is, keep an eye, or some people who wants to know. So these are kind of shoulder surfing. Reverse social engineering, dumpster diving means gaining information from the dustbin when bosses are not there. So generally they do their work, they take a draft copies, they throw it inside the dustbins, and also searching information in the printer room, etc. Whatever it is, these are all dumpster diving. Piggybacking, tailgating. So generally, like early morning 9 o'clock, when people enter inside this office premises, they generally show their identity card. Fake person also will bring a fake identity card along with the rest. He pushes inside. So this is called as tailgating, which is really a damage. Eavesdropping. The people behave that they are talking with people, but they keep an ear somewhere else, hearing the other's conversation. This is called as eavesdropping. Computer-based social engineering, help of computers. Phishing, spamming. Of course, I'll be speaking about the phishing attack. So we will be thinking that it is a legitimate URL, but it is a fake URL. So this is called as phishing. Spam mail. We often see a lot of spam mails coming across, like a lottery. You won that. You are the first winner for so and so. Something like that. Person. So we are offering you $1 million. These are all spam. Pop-up window attacks, instant chat messengers, hoax letters, chain letters. These are all computer-based social engineering and many more. Mobile-based social engineering attacks like publishing malicious apps, etc., creating trojans and sending it along with the legitimate programs. So this happens in mobile phones because we download for something else and we get something else free. So once you click on, the program will be installed along with this, trojan also will be planted. Okay, repacking legitimate apps, using fake security apps, smishing, which is also called as SMS. These are all various type of social media. So the attacks. Not only that, there are many other type of attacks which are there, like spear phishing, whaling, okay, farming, spimming, etc. So these are some of the attacks which we come across from time to time. So now I'm showing you a demonstration of phishing attack. So here, what I'm going to do is that I'll hack Facebook account. So here, what I do, I create a Trojan and I embed that Trojan. I'll be sending a URL through email which contains Trojan. So other side who receives the email he'll without knowledge or with he clicks that particular URL, but that particular link is not the real one. So here I'm demonstrating a Facebook. This is the fake URL and this is the real URL. Facebook.com is the real one, but here we generally create and then we bind it in the email and then we set it. So once without knowledge, victim clicks that, he provides all the information is safely landed into the, hacker's box. Okay, please watch. So hacker normally uses this social engineering toolkit in this Kali Linux. So here first I will be launching this social engineering tools, and here I go to this social engineering toolkit. So this has like there are many options which are there. Selecting social engineering attacks, how generally the hacker does this Facebook or any other URL, hacking. So here I am selecting this website attack vectors, and I'll be selecting this credential harvester attack method. I'll be doing this site cloner. I can do this site cloner. So IP address is the address of a hacker's IP address, which will be embedded. This is my IP address 192.168.1.28. I'm selecting the default. So now what is the URL which you want to clone the website? So for that, what I will do, I will go to a website. I will try whether Facebook is working or not. So I'll click this one. So it is, you can see this is the website I want to clone now. So remember, this is what hacker does. I'm copying the URL. I'm just copying the URL and I'm placing it here. Okay. So this website, the first page will be cloned. So now here this is done. So now what I'm going to do, I press return to understand what we are saying. So now this is done. So what the hacker does, he has the code ready. So he'll be sending email. So for this is the hacker's ID. So I'll say that a new message I'll be sending to one of my friend, maybe to my other account. This is purely for demonstration. So here this is my mail ID. I'll say Facebook account. Okay. So I will attach the code. I will browse this computer. This is what is the HTML code which contains. So I am attaching. So it is 86 bytes. I send this one to the destination, recipient, to the recipient. Now this mail has been sent. Okay, I am into another system now. Here what the hacker does is a victim. From the victim side, he will check his inbox. Yes, he has a mail arrived. Being a friend of me, or it looks like a genuine, he'll click this particular one, Facebook account. Okay, there is a code here, there is an attachment, hello.html. But believe me, this is the original Facebook account. You see this one? This is my Facebook account. Okay, so what you can do, hacker has sent some link. So here I can say view this particular one. Click here to open Facebook website. But this is a fake one. Again, I'm saying. So here you see it came out in a different language, but it's okay. So without knowing what we give our username. I'm not giving the real password. Some other password I'll try to give. For your information, I'm saying I given hacker at the rate of 1234. This is between you and me. I'll say login, and now you see it goes to the real site. So it has been logged in successfully. We really don't understand the behind thing, but this is there inside the code. So now what has happened? Again, I switch back to Kali Linux. You see here, there is some dump which has come. There is one dump which has come. If you carefully go through, you will see the email ID and also the password which has come across. You see here, this is the field, username field, and this is the passcode. So this is the way where they really gain and access this particular Facebook or even a Twitter account or any other. It can be a banking websites also. So in this way, hacker gains. He monitors each and everything. So you see this one, how dangerous this is. He gets the complete information. He may not change, but he'll try to make use, preserve it as long as he wants. He'll make use of your mail ID and he'll be sending fake messages to your friends. So sometimes it so happens that the same password will be applicable for your mail ID, or it can be even to many other applications which you use. So be careful. So the only way to protect is or change passcodes too frequently once in 15 days, and don't use public systems where like a browsing center clear the cookies instantaneously. This is the only way where you can reduce the attacks. And don't speak or don't give passcodes to any unwanted people other than yourself. So that's all is my presentation. I hope this will be helpful for you to protect your personal mail accounts or applications. Okay, thank you.